Hello and welcome to question 17 of this June 2018 calculator paper for GCSE higher tier maths. The histogram shows information about the times taken by some students to finish a puzzle. Histogram having frequency density along the y-axis and some variable or something that's been measured along the x-axis. Complete the frequency table for this information. So we have time taken in t minutes and frequency. So to find frequency from a histogram, it's just the area of these boxes. So we just need to find an area. We do this by finding the width of these boxes, also known as the class width, and multiplying it by the height, also known as the frequency density. So this can be demonstrated with this example here. The first box has a class width of 5 because it's going from time 0 to 5 minutes, and we can also see that on the graph with these 5 little boxes here. So it's a width of 5 times by a height 0.8, giving us a frequency of 4. So with that information we can just go along and find the different frequencies. So the next box, class width here, is 10 from time 5 to 15, multiplied by a frequency density of 0.4, giving us a frequency of 4. Obviously a very easy calculation to do in your head. It's a calculator paper, so to prevent from making any silly mistakes, use your calculator. It's there, you might as well use it. So the next interval, 15 to 25, again we can see on the graph another 10 minutes of class width. So 10 times by height this time 0.6, frequency 6. The width here 5, and the height 1. And the last box, we have a class width of 20. 30 to 50 is a difference of 20, and the height here is 0.2. So 20 times by 0.2, giving us a frequency of 4. So there we have it. We've completed the frequency table for this information. Part B, find an estimate for the lower quartile of the times taken to finish the puzzle. So, with the information we got from part A, we can do a cumulative frequency, and that's simply done by adding up the frequencies. So 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 equals a cumulative frequency of 23. Our cumulative frequency is 23 students. It's quite important to be aware of what this frequency is. So it's the frequency of students with these times. So our cumulative frequency so far is 23 students. So if we find the lower quartile of the students, we do that by doing 1/4 times by 23 students, gives us the lower quartile of students, and that is 0.25 is just 1/4 times by 23, 5.75. Obviously we can't have 5.75 students, that doesn't make sense. So let's just round that up to 6. Let's just say the lower quartile of students is 6. With this information we can go back into our table and look for our 6th student. So That's simply done by counting along the students. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 students, 5, 6 students, so there's our 6th student, and obviously that would carry on 7, 8, and then we have 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. 6 students in this interval, and 5 in this interval, and just 4 in this interval. But what we're interested in is where our 6th student is, and that's in this interval here. We can then guess and assume that the 4 students would be evenly distributed in this time interval. So we could say that student 1 would have a time of, let's say, 5 minutes, student 2 time of, let's say, roughly 10 minutes, student 3 roughly 10 minutes again, and student 4 roughly 15 minutes, give or take. So there's our answer. Because student 6 is midway in this frequency, we're looking for a time midway roughly in this time taken, so we'll estimate at about 10 minutes. So that's our answer for part B, 10 minutes. I hope that's clear enough. If there's anything that could have been a bit clearer, please just leave a comment, and I might make another video just clearing a few things up. But if there's nothing else, please consider leaving a like for the video, and thank you very much for watching, and keep up the hard work.